Alright, so I'm going to be showing how to open up and disassemble this, let's see, HP Envy x360 M6 convertible PC model m6-aq103dx. As you can see, one of the rubber feet are missing. We're going to remove the other one as well because we need to get to the screws underneath. There we go. Just peel it up like that. We're going to be using a JS1 screwdriver to remove the 2 screws that are underneath the rubber feet. And then we're going to be using a T5 or Torx 5 screwdriver most likely to remove the others. So I guess there's some adhesive in the way here because this screw is kind of stuck. I'm going to use a magnet, see if we can get it. Yep. Alright, keep the screws in order because they can be different size, shape, and lengths. The way I do that, I put them flat side down like that on my desk in the pattern I remove them. So we're going to get both of these out. Okay, then we're going to switch over to the T5 or Torx 5 screwdriver and remove the other 6 screws. Alright, again, keep them in order. Got those 2. If this video helps you out, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well. And if it helped you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. Alright, we're going to continue removing all these screws. Alright. Alright, watching several of my other videos and liking and commenting on those really does help a lot, so if you can, please do that. Anyways, we're going to try and pop this off now. So I got a suction cup here that I'm using to try and pull up towards the center, and it's, as you can see, I don't know why, but HP makes these covers super hard to remove these days. Anyways, let's go ahead and let me show you what the actual issue is with this thing real quick. Okay, so the screen goes completely crazy. If I push the, where's the power button on this thing? Oh, it's on this corner here. All right, if you look at this, you see that? It's like all glitching. It's weird. It's glitching like a TV with bad antenna reception. Anyways, we're going to close this back up and we're going to see if we can pop this open. So there's this little gap here in the back. I'm going to push on that, push on the hinge here and try and pull this up and see if it will budge at all. And as you can see, it's not really budging. So this design, I don't know why it's so tough, but I usually have to use my metal pry tool to get this out. Let me try a little bit more with the suction cup here. And you can see it doesn't want to come out. Let's see if I can pop the bottom cover off how I do on other models, which basically I get my fingernails in the gap and then I'll push on the palm rest area. Don't push on the touchpad, just the palm rest, and see if we can somehow pop that. Okay, we're gonna move over here and see. And I do feel a little clicking, but it's not really releasing, so I don't know. What about from the side here? Oh, that works. Okay, so you actually want to pry from the side. Okay, so we're gonna go to the other side here. Same thing, palm rest area with my thumb, fingernails here, and push there, and it pops out. All right, at least part of it. Okay, so we got this side, and we're gonna now pull up. Ooh, and there we go. Okay, maybe I found the secret way to open these now. All right, so there we go, and we'll wiggle that, and the whole cover came off easily now. So that's nice. Okay, I guess I found out how to do that. This battery looks a little bit bad. It's inflated a bit. As you can see, it's not flat or concaved. It's now bulging out. All right, anyways, let's go ahead and get a thumbnail screenshot thing here. Okay. Let me check some messages while we wait for that. Okay, there we go. We're gonna now remove this connector here. I'm gonna zoom in. This is the battery connector. We're gonna disconnect. I just use the wings, get my fingernails and wiggle it this way, and that disconnects. I don't need to take the whole battery and everything out because the main thing we're gonna try is replacing the screen. So hopefully you'll be able to figure that stuff out. Excuse me, battery model number is right here, MB04XL. I do have videos showing how to do most of this kind of repairs if you want to upgrade the hard drive. This has a 2.5-inch SATA hard drive. You can upgrade it to a 2.5-inch SATA SSD if you want. All right, there's just 2 screws here holding this in place. Then you can pull this up, and you do have to pry this connector away. It is where's the cable here? So it is using a flat ribbon cable and it connects to the motherboard right there. Okay, there's keyboard backlight connector here with the flip latch. Keyboard connector, same thing, flip latch. This is most likely the touchpad, trackpad connector. LCD, LVDS connector, most likely here. You got this cable running along underneath to this USB port and the headphone jack, as well as these volume buttons and the hard drive activity light. Okay, CPU is soldered to the motherboard, and in the past they were having these lift away, so you can see these red corners of glue that they put there. All right, what else? You got a speaker connector here. You have is this the fan connector, most likely? All right, fan connector there. You got the wireless card with the two antennas here. Wow, what did they do here? This thing is like glued. Okay, this screw was underneath that rubber foot that was missing. I don't know if somebody opened this before, but this piece fell off. Okay, you got the DC jack charge port connector here. It does run underneath this little plastic piece. You can take it out without removing everything, but you do need to undo the hinge screws to lift the hinge up because it's trapping it there. Right, wireless card, if I didn't already mention, I'm pretty sure I did. You got the CR2032 BIOS CMOS RTC real-time clock battery here, very common battery. All right, and then what else do we got? I'm pretty sure there's some RAM under there. There's also an M.2 slot here, most likely supports PCIe NVMe. So if you want, you can put an M.2 PCIe NVMe SSD here, but you will need a screw to mount it. If you buy the Crucial like P5 Plus and stuff, I believe it comes with a screw. Some SSDs come with them, some don't. Otherwise, you might have to find a screw. Anyways, you got this metal cover here. I'm going to lift up so you can see the RAM. Be careful not to drop this onto the rest of the motherboard. Two slots. We're going to pull the tabs away from the RAM, and then it will allow the RAM to pop up. All right, then you can pull this back, and here you can see it's PC4 2400T RAM, 4 gigs, so 2 sticks. Most likely they just put 8 gigs total. I don't know why it's so low. This thing, they could have easily put, this can probably, I don't know if they have larger sticks, but for sure 2 16 gig sticks for 32 gigs RAM, and you can put a M.2 PCIe NVMe SSD here. If you do upgrade to an SSD, make sure that you clone your old hard drive to the SSD or do a clean install of Windows so that you can take advantage of the performance. Don't run your Windows off the hard drive if you're installing an SSD. Otherwise, you're just wasting money. Putting an SSD doesn't automatically make it use the SSD. You have to install the operating system to it. Okay, so there we go. We got that all in. After disconnecting the battery, since we're going to be messing with the screen, I'm going to slowly, carefully open up the laptop, and we're going to press and hold the power button for at least 15 seconds, all right? 15 seconds, it's not long, just do it, all right? Some people ask if they have to do this step. It's 15 seconds, just take that time, and it can save you like hundreds or thousands of dollars depending how much your laptop costs. All right, it can save you from having to worry about your data getting lost and everything. I mean, if you want, hold it for 30 seconds, hold it for a minute, an hour, but it's, yeah, 15 seconds, it'll save you a lot of risk. If you pull this LCD cable and it comes out slightly at an angle, I've seen people fry their motherboards, fry the cable here, fry this connector, fry the screen. It doesn't always happen, but 15 seconds can, I don't know, like a Geico commercial. 15 seconds could save you whatever or whatever on your repair bill. Okay. I don't know what's going on here. I'm going to glue this piece back on. So let me move this out of the way. I'm going to glue this with just some super glue, and then we'll worry about the screen. We'll work on the screen after. I'm going to have to unbox the screen just to see what it looks like, and hopefully it won't be a difficult swap. All right. So let's get some super glue in here. Oop, that's a lot of super glue. All right, be careful not to accidentally glue this thing down to your table, so I'm holding it up and away. All right, and then we're gonna get this piece and we're gonna just line that back up and hopefully get that in. All right, and I'm gonna hold this for 30 seconds. I'll see you guys in 30 seconds or so. All right, bye for now. All right, so I held it for a little, probably way over 30 seconds now. I'm gonna get a piece of paper towel and I'm just gonna clean off the excess because I don't want it sticking to anything. So we're just gonna wipe around the area here, make sure there's no excess super glue. All right, you don't want to leave super glue sitting on like around there, because you don't want it to start sticking to random things. Okay, there we go. We're gonna now stick this back down, and as you can see, this is really strong now. It's not going anywhere. All right, so I'll set that aside. I don't know who tried to repair this before and then just did it like that, but it's much better now. Okay, there's actually more super glue here than I thought. Let me try and clean that a bit better. All right, let's get a little more, because when I kind of twist it a little, I see it oozing out here. All right, let's get that out. Make sure, okay, also in that hole. All right, hopefully it's not gonna cause any issues there. Clean that all up, all right. Okay, anyways, this is holding really strong now. Nothing should be touching this case anyways when you close it, but yeah. All right, let's go ahead and grab the replacement part and see what we got, okay? So, shipped it in, I got it in from Amazon. It did take a few days to arrive. We put 2 bags on it, I guess. All right, and there's somewhat of a dent on the foam container inside. Hopefully the screen survived, because sometimes these screens are a little fragile. So let's go ahead and peel this out. Okay, put that out of the way. Oh, why is there like a long hair stuck in here? Okay, and they sealed this inside this styrofoam thing. You can see there's like some big dents in here, so hopefully this thing's okay. I'm gonna just cut one side here carefully. There we go. Flip this over, open this up. Okay, they put a little bubble wrap thingy, and here's the screen. Okay, I guess they were counting on all that bubble wrap to do all the padding. Hopefully it's okay, because it does seem like there's some room for it to move around. All right, here's the screen. Hopefully it's the same model. And yeah, all right, let's go ahead and take a look and compare it to the original one. I'm going to carefully flip the screen over this way. We already held the power button down for the 15+ seconds, and this is what the original looks like. And let's go ahead and see what the replacement looks like. Okay, so here you can see the replacement also has this silver bezel. Let's carefully peel this open. Okay, again, the screens can be fragile, so I mean, not candy, they are fragile, so be very gentle. Okay, so let's see. Looks like we have the digitizer board here. Nothing else up here. There's a magnet there. It looks like they glued it and got their finger stuck to it a little. But alright, so let's see, how do the clips hold in here? We got a few clips under here, and then you got all these clips going around the sides, edges. It looks like the top is going to have some cable routing management here. I don't know if it's missing a magnet from here. If it is, I don't know if I'm going to have to return this and get another replacement, which is going to suck because the customer's going to have to wait even longer. But let's go ahead and see how we can pop this thing out. Usually what I do, does this have the rubber? Yeah, it has the rubber all around. Okay, so usually what I would do is I would get my fingernails in the gap here between the metal and the rubber edging. All right, and I will push with my thumbs on the back. So just like this. And you can see it's kind of separating here. So we're gonna do that all the way around if we can. There you go. It seems to pop out really easily. Very nice. I'm amazed that the screen doesn't just fall out somehow. There we go. Uh-oh, I'm getting a call. Give me a second, I'll be back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and see if we can continue popping this open. So it's kind of stuck towards the bottom. let's see. Let's try and pry it a little bit out. Huh. Yeah, the bottom half is a little bit tricky. It doesn't want to come out easily like the top. The top came out super easily. But the thing is, the bottom has all the connections at there. So we have to be a bit careful. Let's see. Can I somehow pry this out? You can see there's kind of an edge popping here. Let's take a look at the other one. You can see there's a clip here, and then there's these somewhat strong clips at the bottom. So most likely I'm gonna have to use my pry tool to make it easier to pop out, because it's a very small area and I can't really get my fingernails in there. So let's see. I don't know what tools you guys would be able to get in there, but oops, sorry, I'm going in here with this, and let's see. I don't know, it doesn't want to pop out. So I'm not too sure. These clips are very strong and don't want to pop. As you can see, oops, I'm trying to pry this up and they don't want to pop at all. That's very, very strange. I don't know, I hope it's not somebody like tried to glue this in. Okay, I did that and it popped a little bit. You can see, but I want to be very careful not to destroy any of the cabling and stuff. Okay, there we go, it's going. So I'm pulling this out, and then we're just gonna try and pull this forward. Thing is, I don't know where the clips are. You see that? It doesn't want to pop here for some reason. So let's try and go further down. And, okay. I guess we should line up this, and then we can kind of see where the clips are exactly. So we got one clip there, we got that clip, so the other clip is right here. But I gotta be careful because I don't want to drop this screen. So we got another clip about here. But this clip doesn't want to let go. Oh, there we go. Okay, and then over here, same thing. Oh, I guess it's easier to pop it this way. Okay, and the last clip, I guess, here. There we go, and that's working. So how do we get in this area where the tool won't even fit? I don't know what you'll use here because this tool is super thin, so I don't know if this tool can't get in. I don't know what you guys will use to get in there. But we got all the clips so far except for one. And let's see here. Okay, I think actually also this side, the clip didn't quite pop out, so we're gonna pull it this way. I mean, it's moving, but it's not unclipping. All right, so let's see. Can we close this up and see if we can kind of pull from up here a little bit? Yeah, I don't know what's holding that. Give me a second, I'm getting lots of messages. All right, here we go. Let me see, what clips are on the side here? Where are these clips? Okay, there are clips on the side as well, so maybe let me try popping those clips out. The problem is the glass is like right there, so let's see, did that work? Oh, there we go. Okay, that popped. So basically we'll hold this, oops, hold the screen up, get the thin tool in down the side, and then just wiggle that, and that unpopped. Oh, that's it. Okay, came out really easily after we did that. Now we're gonna have to carefully flop the screen forward, and again, there are a bunch of cables back there, so you do want to carefully do this. I'm gonna turn it around because I can't see what I'm looking at right now, or what's under there right now. All right, so we'll get this and we'll carefully lift. Oh, you can see the camera's actually staying down here. That's nice. Sorry for the brightness exposure thing. And are we gonna have to read? Is there a magnet there? Let me see here. Oh no. Okay, so this one doesn't have a magnet. This one does. I mean, I guess I can try and pry the magnet from the old one out. But yeah, you don't want to have that without the magnet, otherwise it's not going to detect when the screen opens and closes properly. Usually, I don't know. All right, you can see we can open this and we have access to all of this. Maybe I'll try it with this as is and see, because they did put a magnet there. Let me see in here. So there's a, oops, let me see if I can show this. There's a magnet here. You can see it holds it. Magnet there, magnet here, and magnet over there. So the new screen is missing one magnet. Anyways, let's go ahead and try and remove the cables here. There's actually 3 cables. So there's this separate board here that we do need to migrate over. Let me zoom in a bit and see if I can pop that out for you guys on camera. So we got this, and I'm gonna carefully pull on this, slowly. Okay, very slowly. Okay, there we go. So we got that. I don't know if we need to transfer this foily tape over because that's all underneath. We're gonna carefully peel this out. Then we have access to the, hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Then we have access to this cable, which is for the digitizer. Okay, peel up this adhesive strip. It looks like there's a latch here. So the white one, we actually need to flip upwards. There we go. Once you flip that, you can actually wiggle and pull that out. There we go. All that's left now is the LCD LVDS connector here, which looks like it's covered with some foil. That's going to be annoying. Oh, no, actually, the foil is like just right next to it. Maybe slightly overlapping, but not quite. There we go. Enough that I can just put that back down. I'm going to carefully peel this away. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay, as you can see, there's a clear layer of adhesive here. So we're gonna get there and scrape. I have this plastic razor blade that I use. It makes it a lot easier to get under, but usually I can also just use my fingernails. You can use like whatever plastic scrapey tool you have or whatever works for you. All right, we can get there, and then we're gonna kind of walk this left, right, left, right. That's the easiest way to get these kinds of adhesives off. If you want, you can actually keep this taped together and walk it like that, and there we go. Okay, now we have the LCD LVDS connector. I'm gonna just carefully pull the whole thing straight down. I might have to actually, oh, this is held in with adhesive as well. That's not nice. So we're gonna have to actually peel this side up. Okay, and we're gonna wanna pull from down here to disconnect if we can. And this is also held in with adhesive, so let's peel this all up first. Hopefully this cable's not the issue, because yeah, otherwise, I don't know. All right, so make sure this is peeled out, and then from the bottom here, pull that down, just like that. There we go. And there's the old screen. I don't know if I can pull this magnet out of here or not, but I guess we can test it first, because the magnet we can always deal with later. Okay, I'm getting more messages, so give me a second. All right, I'm back. Let's actually zoom out a little bit. The installation part is pretty straightforward. It's actually easier if you open up the screen like this, and then you can actually use the base and stuff, this to kind of hold it in place. But I kind of wanted to show you guys a better, closer view. All right, so here you can see now when we go to install this, you can kind of rest it this way. And usually I'll start it further over to the left, so that way this cable can reach further. Not that much further, but all right, so we'll start it over to the left there, and then let's get this cable connected, line everything up. All right, and then I use the base here of the adhesive tab. Sorry, I know it's hard to see, but I use the base of the adhesive tab to pull it in. You should feel it kind of click into place, and then make sure it's flush. Once you do that, you can go ahead and pull that all the way up, and if you want, you can stick that down. All right, the tricky part is we're gonna have to get all of this back into place once we're doing this. Okay, so then we got this cable as well. This is the digitizer cable, and then we also have this board. There's 2 little holes in here that line up with these pegs that stick up, so line that up, flip that on top, and then kind of just stick that back down. Okay, and then we got this board. Make sure this latches up. Okay, this one, the latch is black instead of white, but it shouldn't matter. And we're going to carefully get that cable lined up and in. Come on. There we go. Pull that cable all the way in. You can use this clear tab and then slide your finger over the latch. Don't try and like pick at it with something. You want to just slide your finger over the latch. All right, then we got that. Now we can carefully flip this up this way, and we can actually test it before we get everything taken apart. So I'm going to turn the thing like that. We're going to go here, and we're just going to go ahead and plug the battery back in. We got to test this before we assemble it, because if the screen's still going crazy, then it's not a screen issue, and we're going to have to figure out what is going on. I've never seen a screen act this way before with that glitchy, like bad reception kind of look. So let's hope this works. I push the power button, and let's see, I'm going to press, oh, I think it's already good. Yep, I'm pressing, oh, okay, you can see it's already good. The thing is though, I don't know if it's going to detect the sleep sensor because of, like I said, it's missing a magnet there. But it looks like it's good. The screen is coming on nice and clear now. So the only thing I need to figure out is that. Also, what is going on here? Okay, let me shut this off real quick. Uh-oh, does the digitizer not work on this one? I did plug in the digitizer. We're going to do a restart. So go to the shutdown menu, and then you want to, I don't know if you can even see that, but click restart, because sometimes the new hardware doesn't get detected properly. It looks like this screen is designed for multiple models, because I see two like circle holes next to the camera, and that is for some models that have infrared. You can see on this one, they kind of covered it with some black there. So I'm probably gonna have to cover that with something black if I want to use that. Otherwise, they're gonna see like two holes there next to the camera. Maybe I'll use some black electrical tape. We'll see. All right. Let's see. Does the digitizer work now? No. Did they disable it? Let's go to Device Manager and take a look. And it's showing something is messed up here. Some driver. That might be the digitizer driver. So let's see. I see this I2C HID device. Let's try deleting that and then see if we can refresh it. And nope, it's still messed up. So I'm gonna have to let the customer know, see what they want to do, because it looks like if I keep this, they're not gonna have touchscreen. So I'm gonna shut this down, and depending what they decide to do, we'll continue the repair then. All right, so I'll see you guys when I see you. I guess it'll be instant for you, but I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye for now. All right, so I ended up putting back the original screen, thinking I'll wait till I get a new screen, and as you can see, the original screen is working fine now. So I guess let's go ahead and snap this thing all back together, and we should be good. Hopefully it's not gonna go weird or anything. All right, so I'm gonna wait till this finishes. I don't know why, but the touchscreen doesn't work on this either. So I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe there's some weird hardware issue. I did reconnect all the cables. I don't know if their touchscreen was working originally earlier, but yeah, the touchscreen isn't working. And they still have some weird messed up driver in the device manager. It's the same one, and they don't have the, normally there's like a touchscreen driver here, but I don't see one. So I don't know what's going on. Anyways, we're gonna shut this down. I guess I'll ask the customer what's going on, if they've been having that issue, if something else is weird, because I did make sure that the cables and everything were reconnected properly here. Okay, let me see if I can tilt this forward again. Okay, so I did make sure all of this was reconnected properly, so it shouldn't be having any issues. I don't know what's going on there. This cable is connected all the way. That's as far as it goes in. Yeah, so I don't know if their touchscreen was having issues for a while. Anyways, let's go ahead and pop this all back in. All right, just like that. And we're gonna click all of this back down. We might actually have to click the other side, the bottom end first. So let me unpop this. Okay, and let's see. Let's fold this backwards here like this. All right, and see. think we have to actually pop these in first, so get this lower area in first. Okay, oh, make sure this cable's not getting out. You can see this cable is coming out for some reason. Make sure that stays in there. You don't want to accidentally clamp that down. Okay, there we go. Looks good. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this edge in first, and then we can clamp that corner. Okay, click that. I'm pinching both sides, not just pushing down. Okay, we're gonna tilt this up again. Okay, and click that, go on the side, there we go. Pinch that all in. Okay, this one, there we go. And then we'll work our way, pinching the sides up and up here. All right, and now we got the screen all reassembled. Let's go ahead now, close this up, get the bottom cover back on, and we should be good to go with the original screen. So we actually don't need to replace the whole screen. Good deal. All right, oops, let's in here. Sorry for it being so far zoomed out. I wasn't paying attention. And I guess we'll return that screen because that screen doesn't work right either. And that's it. All right, let's get this all clipped back in. I guess technically now it's not the screen that's the issue, because the touchscreen for some reason. Oops, let's pop this back out. Okay, we got everything reconnected, right? Battery, everything. Okay. So when I clip this back in, I like to start from the bottom here and then click that down. Okay. Okay. And then we'll work our way around here, and we'll work our way around there. Okay. All right, now we just got to get all the screws back in, and we should be good to go. All right. Get this one down here back in. Okay. And this casing, they dented it all up, so I don't know if it will be more difficult for you to open yours because of that. Maybe the dents on here made it easier, because a lot of the casing isn't lined up right. Anyways, we'll get the last few screws in, and then we'll start it up. And we should be good to go. All right. Yeah, this one's dented here, so it's kind of sitting weird. Get the last few screws in. All right, and that's pretty much all there is to it. Again, hopefully this video helped you guys out. If it did, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well. And if it helped you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. And if you can't help out that way, it would help a lot if you could watch a few of my other videos and then like and comment on them as well, because that's what the algorithm likes to see. But anyways, let's go ahead and power this thing back up here. Okay. And as you can see, the screen is okay now. It's not doing that weird glitchy thing. We want to move it around, make sure. Okay, and it's staying good. So that should be it. I don't know why the touchscreen driver is not working right, but I guess that's a separate issue. All right, that's it. See you all in the next one. Let's drop this spike.